Welcome back. We had the veto episode of Big Brother. It was boring. Nothing really big and interesting happened. So I have a little. I enjoyed it because it was kind of funny. There was a lot of funny moments, but there's not that much to like recap and cover because there wasn't that much that actually happened. You get what I'm saying? Before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a little button on your screen right now. Press it, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you know when my next video comes out, which will be tomorrow because tomorrow we evict. So, let's jump into what happened in this episode. So, my main concern in this episode was over and over and over again, Christmas turns on Tyler so freaking quick. She doesn't even think twice about it. It's like, she doesn't care. There were several instances in this episode that she was talking to Cody, she was talking to Enzo, she was talking to Memphis, and all completely just trash talking on Tyler, which he's not innocent either. He also is doing the same thing, but he's also doing it about other people. She's just taking it at him. I don't really hear much of her talking about bad-mouthing others. But it just, and she was crying when she was talking to Cody, and it's like you can dish out a bunch of stuff, but you can't take it thrown back at you. Like, your back's against the wall, and you can't do anything. You cannot do anything. You're stuck. And so here it is. You have a veto to play in at this point, but there's nothing else that you can do or anything that you should do, to be honest with you. I don't understand that. But when Christmas was talking to Memphis, he just finds it so hard to believe that he would go up. He finds it so hard to believe that anybody is on to him or that anybody may be against him, which there's been talks of it. Cody and Enzo are starting to talk about it. It's starting, rumblings about Memphis are starting, and he's played a good game, but he can't keep going. It's gotten to a point where I think his time is winding down as well. And it just irks me because he doesn't believe that anybody could target him. Anybody. He thinks that he is playing with everybody except for Nicole and Tyler at this point. And so I'm just like, boy, have you got it all wrong. He doesn't know anything, but yet he thinks he knows everything. And that's his problem. That's his downfall. But going back to Tyler trying to kind of weasel his way out of being evicted, he tells Enzo about the committee. Now, this is not news to Enzo. We all, on our side, know this. Cody told Enzo about the committee weeks ago, but Tyler doesn't know that. So he thinks that he is doing Enzo some justice to say, hey, there were 6 people in this house and we were all working together and this is what happened, but Cody wants you out. So Tyler is very clueless that Enzo and Cody are working together, and I think that this is so good for their game. So good, because nobody's suspecting it. And they are going to the final 2. There was a moment in this episode tonight where I was just like, that's a wrap. It's them, that's it. There's nobody else could go. It's truly kind of like a Derek and Cody scenario all over again, except for this time, Enzo's bringing Cody the information, whereas Cody was bringing Derek information. So this is best case scenario here. And I think it's beautiful. They clearly now have to play. There's only 6 of them left. So we're seeing like prime Big Brother time here. And they have got to get it together. But Tyler just really screwed himself. He thought he was doing something good when in all reality he was really kind of screwing himself up as he was talking, because Enzo was just like, okay, come on, tell me. And he already knew. So that was just kind of a lot of the dish and the drama that kind of happened, was basically Christmas and Tyler trying to help themselves to stay. We get to the veto competition, and it was just a veto competition. Everybody's playing because there's only 6 people left. So everybody played in the veto this week. It was called Snapshot Shuffle. And basically all they had to do was, there was 10 photos that had evicted house guests in them. There were certain subtle things within the photo that you had to look at, and then you had to place these photos in chronological order. There were 10 pictures. So like somebody's beer glass was empty, somebody had a full beer glass, somebody's popcorn was full, or just little subtle things that you had to look at and make sure that you were able to put these in chronological order. Enzo really sucked at this. He was horrible and terrible, and even more horrible, to be honest with you. And honestly, Christmas is just ridiculous. Watching her do anything at this point is just unnerving to me. Like, she's too competitive, and she takes it too seriously, and she says she's not taking anything personal, but she's taking everything personal. Everything personal. That's why she was crying earlier. I didn't realize that Enzo was as bad as he was with this competition, but he maxed out his time. So you max out your time at 25 minutes. They don't let you go over that, so then you have to just quit. Well, he and Tyler actually maxed out their time, and I was very shocked with Tyler, because normally he's really, really good at vetoes. And this wasn't it. And I just really, truly don't think that it's in the cards for this boy. Like, as much as I like Tyler, like, he's really screwed himself, and I think he's done. I think his time is up. Like, it's a wrap. If you watch the live feeds, you already knew the outcome of this. If you get on Twitter, you already knew the outcome of this. But Cody freaking smoked the competition. He was 4 minutes faster than Memphis, which was the second place person in this competition. He is absolutely killing this season with the competitions and all these things that now he has under his belt. 3 vetoes, 3 HOHs. I mean, he is really doing some good things this year. And I really hope that this jury, whenever this boy gets to the end, I hope this jury is not bitter. Because quite honestly, what is there to be bitter about with Cody? Because he hasn't really done anything to step on anybody's toes this season. Has he? I don't think so. I think he's played a very clean game. He's played a good game. And he's, quite frankly, pulling a Derek. I mean, right after the competition was over, Christmas pulls Enzo and starts just raking Tyler over the coals again. Like, this girl, I cannot believe you can go from 16 people to 6 people, and you work with this person this far, but you literally rake him every chance you get right now, because you know that you may be going home. That just doesn't make sense to me. I know it's a game, and I know you got to look out for yourself, but that's rude. I mean, we all know she's rude, but that is not nice. Couple more points that I did have is that Enzo did go back and tell Cody everything that Tyler said to him, and was like, hey, Tyler told me about the committee. Hey, Tyler told me that you were trying to get me out. He was trying to plant seeds and plant targets. And like, this is the moment when I was like, these two are going to the end. These two are so ridiculously loyal to each other that it is a whole nother hitman. Like, it is literally the hitman all over again, just with a different person. And so good. One more thing that I wanted to touch on was Tyler trying to tell Cody, with his one little ditch effort to get Cody to use the veto, was that Tyler trying to get him to think that if Christmas or Memphis win, they are putting Cody and Nicole up. Now, Christmas, maybe so. Memphis, he'll put Nicole up again, but I don't know that he's ready to take a shot at Cody yet. So, I personally think it's kind of a, I don't know. There's not like a clear answer to these choices of these nominations this week. It was evident, and we all know, Cody was not going to use the veto. He didn't use the veto. So what I'm wondering, because I haven't watched the feeds and I haven't read a lot of things, is that who's really the clear picture to leave this week? Because I truly think Christmas is going to turn on them quickly. I think they have a better chance of not being the target if Tyler's in the house. But I don't know, because he was saying all this stuff the other day and was upset because Cody actually put him on the block. So I don't know what the best choice would be. And I also don't know who's really blown up their game within the last couple of days. So who knows? I personally and honestly have no clue who's going home tomorrow night, but I am ready to see. I am excited to see what happens. Another thing that I've been wondering is it because of the pandemic that they're not showing the jury house this year? They haven't shown anything or anybody that has gone into the jury house. So I wonder what is happening over there and what they're thinking, what they're saying. Maybe we'll get a peek tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Those are my feelings. I have no idea who's going home tomorrow. If you do, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Once again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, follow me on Instagram at AshleyRach. If there's any updates or anything that you should know or need to know during the week, that's where you're gonna find it. So follow me over there and hit your notification bell so that you will get my video tomorrow once we find out who the heck is going home this week. So I will see you all again tomorrow for eviction night. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.